Well, guys, we haven't really necessarily had the start of the season that we were hoping for because in addition to getting injured and having to sit out a couple games, we're only hitting 100 at the plate. And our first start of the season really wasn't that great either. And we ended up picking up the loss in that one. And again, we've only had one hit in the 3 games that we've ended up playing. Thankfully, we did kind of salvage it in that last game where we ended up picking up our first win and only gave up 1 hit over 6 innings. But again, we're going to have to really improve on that, and hopefully we can actually start going a little deeper in the games, and not just that, but actually perform a little bit at the plate. Now, we do have 3 games left in this series against the Tides, but our next start is going to be coming against the Rail Riders in Game 2 of the series on Wednesday. So let's hope that we can actually stay healthy, and let's hope that we can actually, again, have a really great day at the plate, at least over these next 5 games. But let's go. We've seen these guys, we've seen these pitchers already. Obviously, we're getting kind of deeper into their rotation. This guy's only got 4 1/3 with 6 strikeouts and a 6.23 ERA. Hopefully that means that we're going to be able to tee off on him a little bit, and hopefully we're going to go out there and have more than just a single. I mean, the one thing that makes me feel a little bit better is the fact that no one on our team has really been able to hit well either. Does that have enough? It does not. That's going to be close to the warning track, and that is going to be a pop out to left. Now, we did get some really good contact on it, but unfortunately, didn't really do much. We are going to take this first pitch. Thankfully, that is a ball on the sweeper inside. Thankfully, we didn't swing at that one. So we can get a better pitch now. Maybe something over the plate. Damn it. Again, it's not necessarily the fact that we're not doing well. It's just the fact that we're hitting the ball right at guys, unfortunately. And we really like to, not continue that trend. I kind of want to get a ball to actually land in the outfield, as that, if we were a little faster on the trigger there, might have been a good one down the line, but instead we got a 1-1 count. And that's going to be a fastball, and thankfully that is going to be a base hit. That's great, I guess. I mean, again, just a little base hit to right, but again, at least that's another hit, I guess. That's better than what we did last video. We only have 1 hit. So, you know what? We've already not necessarily improved on that, but definitely gotten to where we were at in the last one. Now let's go. 1-2 count. That is going to be into the outfield, and no way are we going to end up taking third. Like, that guy might not have necessarily had the arm or the accuracy to get it over there and get us, but better safe than sorry when we're down 3. Especially here with no outs in the 7th inning. 3-1 count. I'm kind of hoping that this is going to be a walk right here, just so we don't have to make a decision on if we're going to third or not. And that is going to be the case. And now we got bases juiced. Let's go. All right, and with no outs as well. 0-1 count. At the very least, we're tagging up on this one. That's going to be a ground ball. That's unfortunately going to be a double play, it looks like. But at least we score, and we bring it within 2. And even if we would have driven everyone in, doesn't look like it would have made a difference, unfortunately. Ooh, nice circle change on that one. I was obviously expecting the fastball on that. And man, that is a big difference in speed between his fastball and his circle change. Ooh, that one could have been called a strike. That was just touched the zone, but thankfully he thought it was just a little bit low, and thankfully I agreed as well. 1-1. There we go. Damn it. Not hard enough. And we would end up losing the game 9-3, so again, even if we would have driven those runs in, wouldn't have mattered much, but man, it would have been really nice to at least build our confidence at the plate. But at least we are seeing the ball better. That's the really important thing. We didn't strike out in that game. We made some really solid contact, and that's what you want to see. You just got to hope that, eventually they're not going to go right to players. Am I right? Either way, though, there we are back in the 3-hole. We are playing at third base. It's been a little while since I've done that. I've taken a couple days off, not going to lie. But hopefully we can go out there and really continue this hit streak. Yes, it's only been 1 hit in the last 2 games, but still consider it a hit streak. It's just not an impressive one, that's all. Well, let's go. We've got 2 outs already. And there we go. We lived that fastball high. I actually kind of like the speed of that. That's very down the middle. Only 59 prospect? Oh, no. That's not good for us. Although, that might actually be in a gap. Does it have enough? That's actually over the fence. Let's go. Our first home run of the season. Finally. Finally get that monkey off our back. And there we go. Finally made some really good contact. And again, hit it where a fielder, at least at this point, couldn't have been. Well, that was very short-lived as we're down 2-1 now. Yeah, apparently that did not last. That's okay, though. Because you know what? We're going to get the out over here at first if we wouldn't take so many crow hops. And thankfully we end up getting them. But they did get another run in the second inning. And now we need to start a nice little rally, as that is a nice cut fastball right there. Very, very impressive. And at this point, we don't necessarily need another home run. We just need to get on base, as that hopefully will get out of play. However, where he's standing, it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case, and we really blew that one. And it looks like no one else on the team is really getting on base either. We're going to take the first pitch here. Thankfully, that's a fastball high, although we could have absolutely cranked that one. For sure. But that's okay. 1-0 count. Ooh, a little late on that one. It says very late, but I'm going to say it's a little late. You know what I mean? So we're, at least again, we're seeing the ball a little bit better. I'm expecting the cut fastball again. It's not. That was a circle change. Yep, a little late on that again. That's okay. We'll get something better here. And that's the fastball that I usually try to strike guys out onto, and we fell for it. And it looks like we're the team's last hope. 3-1 here, and yeah, 2 outs in the ninth. That is a funky ass windup. I'm sorry. That's so weird to me. I'm sorry. All right, let's see if we can get something good here. It's a fastball. We were early on that? Wow, I was expecting that to be a little bit faster, I guess. I don't know. And we end up striking out on that one. So much for seeing the ball a little bit better. I mean, at the very least, we still end up hitting a home run. We're the entire team's offense right there. But again, we need to get a win here. This is getting a little embarrassing. And then again, too, it would be nice to have a multi-hit game. So hopefully we can do that in the last game against the Tides, as if we end up winning this one, we end up splitting the series. And honestly, that's better than nothing. We'll definitely take that. We're back at third in the 3-hole. Let's see what we can do to actually, again, be able to get that multi-hit game that we haven't gotten all season. And unfortunately, we're starting this with no one on base again. 2 outs. We haven't had anyone in our lineup who's been able to get on base in this first inning. It's been a while, at least it feels like. I have to go back and see the last video again. There we go. Make some okay contact. Weak contact my ass. But that is going to be a pop-out. Okay, so maybe it was weak contact, but you know what I mean. At least we ended up making some contact. You've got to be kidding me. You're going to lay down a bunt like that? Nope, we do not have the arm for that. At least it was an on-target throw, though. I mean, well, no, I guess that didn't lead to any runs because it looks like they didn't get any in the first. But still, wish we could have made that play. But either way, maybe we can do it in the batter's box right here. Come on now, give me something good down the middle. That is, I mean, I guess technically speaking, that is over the middle of the plate, but definitely down. But 2-0 count, he's got to bring something close. Ooh, I was not expecting a changeup on 2-0. All right, I can appreciate that. Someone who could throw something out of a fastball on a count like that, as we're early on the changeup. Oof, and we made some okay contact. But come on, 2-2, don't strike us out on this one. Nope, he's going to lead that slider inside. We push it to a full count for the first time in a while. It's been a little wild. Let's see if he actually brings something. Should have laid off that one. That was a good pitch, though. Finally, an opportunity to actually make a difference. 2 guys on base with 1 out. Nope, we lead that changeup out. That seems to be his favorite pitch at this point. All right, as long as we don't hit into a double play, I'm going to be fine. Well, kind of. Please tell me it advances him. Gotta be kidding me. You would have made it, too. That made that such an unproductive out. You know what I mean? Now, let's go. 2 outs now. Come on, do not. Yeah, he's going to let the ball get through the end. Oh, he's going to make the play first? What a play by the shortstop. I don't know why you had to insert me in that one, but go right ahead. I'm guessing that's the game's way of being like, see, the rest of your team can actually do something. But now we have a chance to actually put us ahead as we swing at the fastball down the middle, which was a great pitch. And we end up just blowing it. That's rough. Wow, that is a great slider, too. Well, not really. We just swung at it, so I'm trying to make myself feel a little bit better. 0-2 count, though. No way. Yeah, you can see that out of the hand. That was going to be nowhere close to the zone. Let's go 1-2. He might actually bring another junk pitch. Or he goes for the fastball. All right, you know how I said I was seeing the ball better? Yep, Well, we need to hit a home run right here if we want to be able to tie the game up. Well, let's see what we can do. Well, hey, we get it through the infield. That's better than nothing. And that actually allows us to actually have the, well, game-leading run at the plate. I don't want to say game-winning because, again, we're on the road, so they're going to have a chance to hit in the bottom half. Let's go. We got 2 outs, and we got some life. I mean, granted, he's hitting .062. Again, makes me feel a little bit better, but unfortunately, that's going to go down a little bit, and we're going to end up losing this one. That's a little rough when our 4 hitters hitting that low. I mean, I can't really talk too much. We're only hitting like 150. But still, at least we got on base at the end. I mean, yeah, we had 2 strikeouts again, but what can you do? Am I right? Either way, we do have a little bit of practice, which means we're going to have a chance to potentially end up getting a good 8 skill points here. But unfortunately, we only end up with 6. But still, hell, that's a lot better than what we would have gotten otherwise. But let's go. Last game before we end up taking the bump. We're going to be in the 3-hole yet again at the DH. First game of the series. Let's hope that we can go out there and actually start this series on a good note. I mean, the Rail Riders are 3-6, just like us. So let's hope that we can actually become the better team here as we end up taking that one to right. That is going to drop, and we're going to be able to get extra bases on this one. Oh, makes a nice little clean grab right off the wall. That means that we're going to hold up for a double. But great way to start the game there. That's what I'm talking about. So now we got a guy on second, us, with 1 out. Let's go, Nathan. All right, we changed our 4-hitter, thankfully. And it's going to be a ground out to second. But that does advance us to third. Which means that even though there are 2 outs, we got a chance to end up scoring here. And De Los Santos is hitting .393, having a great start to the season so far. Let's see if he can keep it up. As that one's going to the outfield, but that's going to be caught by the second baseman. But at least we end up with 1 run this inning. And now in the 3rd inning, we're up 2-0. That's a great sight to see. Let's see if we can add to it, as that's a nice fastball, but we're a little late on that. It's okay, that happens. Again, just learning to kind of track the ball again. Learning as if we haven't played a full season yet. Am I right? I'd love to say that I'm getting better, but no, I feel like I'm just mediocre at hitting. Period. That's it. That's alright, we're going to try. Yeah, at least we're not going to swing at that one. That's going to be a 1-2 count. So come on, bring something a little bit closer. At least something that we can just foul off. Or something that we can hit into right field, unfortunately right to the guy. And that is going to be a pop-out. Thankfully, our team's doing better. 4-0 now. Let's go. Junk's obviously having a really good start right now. There's a nice little 4-seamer right there, a little early on it. Surprisingly enough, got to wait back just a little bit. That's all on me, though. Got to be patient. And so much for patience, as that is a ground ball to the first baseman. Oof, and they're starting a little comeback now. 4-2. Guy on second, though, with 1 out. Let's see if we can drive him home. That'd be ideal. And that is not going to happen. That's a pop out to the first baseman, and God, that sucks. The positive thing, though, is at least we ended up getting an extra base hit, and we end up winning 4-2. The other great thing, we're going to be on the hill in the next game, and that means that we get to do the thing that I love the most. But regardless of that, we still have not gotten a multi-hit game today. That is very unfortunate. Now, we do have 13 points. As much as I'd love to up the power, that would actually up our third base overall. We could actually up the fielding twice and be able to actually get a +1 to our starting pitcher and to our third baseman. That actually wouldn't be a horrible thing. Again, it's not like we're going to be able to get the per 9 right now. We could go for that as well, actually. That's actually, no. Look, if we want to be able to get the best return out of these 13 points, it's upping that twice, because that's, again, that allows us to be able to go up to a 77 and a 65. We would have went the other way or some other combination. We wouldn't have gotten the 65 as third baseman. And again, we really haven't worked on our fielding at all. And it's kind of on me. But either way, though, we're going to be able to get that. We're going to be a little bit better at third base in the next video when we're actually playing there. And again, that is going to actually help out our overall as a starting pitcher. Maybe not when it comes to our specific pitches, but at the same time, hey, at least we look a little bit better. So let's get into this next game. Again, we did not have a great start in the last one. However, our second game was much, much better. 6 innings, no runs with only 1 hit. Let's see what we can do to actually replicate that type of performance and be able to go out there and throw another 6-inning shutout at least. Or throw 6 shutout innings. Yeah, you know what I mean, though. I would love to throw a 9-inning shutout, don't get me wrong. Complete game shutout would be really awesome. I feel like we're not going to get that until we get up to the pros, though, because we're going to have to really increase that stamina if we want that to happen. And that is going to be a ground out to the shortstop. That's a great way to start. Only 2 pitches. Very, very efficient. We would love a strikeout, obviously, but again, as long as we're getting outs, I'm pretty happy. So we end up picking up that bottom of the zone strike. We love that. Let's see if we can get him up and in now, too. We're kind of going fastball, fastball. And hey, that kind of ends up working there. Now, we could go changeup. He wants to go for a 3rd fastball. But we're going slurve. Down and in. Why not? I feel like we can pick it up right here. Not quite, though. He ends up getting a little piece of that. That's all right. Now we can go changeup down and out. Maybe he'll actually chase it. Let's hope. He sure does. And that is going to be strikeout number 1 of the game. And out number 2 of the inning. So let's see what we can do to actually end this inning in order. Imagine that. That would be a great start to the game. As we end up giving up a gapper. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Don't tell me he's going to take 3 on that. No. Well, that's good. At least. And at least it's with 2 outs. We'll I don't want to say we'll take that, but better than if there was, no outs. Let's hope that that's the only hit of the inning, though. Again, I would have loved to have replicated that, the results of that last game, but obviously the CPU did not want me to do that. That's okay, though. I totally get it. You want to make this game challenging, and if, we're going to be on Legend, you want to make it a big challenge. But at least we end up getting the last out of the inning, and thankfully we got through one with really no damage at all. But now we got a guy on first with 1 out. And there we go. That's going to be in the gap as well. That's where the last one went, that we let him hit off us. Let's see if we can actually get 3 out of this one. We're going to try. We're going to try. This is a bad idea. Wow, that is a great relay there. Well, we end up getting thrown out at 3rd. We kind of ruined that right there, but at least we got 1 run. I really don't know why I tried to go 3 on that one. That was really dumb. But that's life, Sometimes you got to take chances. It's just very unfortunate that that chance didn't pay off. That's all right. It will eventually. It will eventually. But let's go change up down and out again. We got that last guy to chase that one. Let's see if we can get Biggio to do it too. Way outside, though. No one's going to chase that one. Let's go slurve down and in. Maybe that'll work. It will not. I'm thinking about going split on this one. I'm really thinking about going the split. Let's do it. Down and out. Maybe he'll look at it. Makes a little bit of contact. It's okay, though. I think we go fastball up and in. Let's see if we can get him to chase. Someone got us to chase on that earlier today. But we can't get Biggio to do it, surprisingly enough. Slurve down the middle. I think he's expecting a fastball. Well, maybe not, but he still saws it off, and that goes to the 3rd baseman. And at least we get the out. That was a very long at-bat, though. Already up to 18 pitches when we had a pretty efficient first inning. It's okay, though, because, again, we can still be pretty efficient for the rest of the game. Again, we don't have to be perfect. It would just be nice to be. Let's see if we can snag this one. We cannot. But that's out number 2. And again, we'll take it. Bottom of the order, though. We got the 7-hitter up right now. Let's see if we can pick up that strikeout that we haven't gotten as we just leave that circle change hanging. Let's end up going with the slurve. And then we finish him with the fastball.
1-1.
If we could get that in the zone. Let's go split. I know that's weird on a... I shouldn't say weird. But on a 1-strike count. Not necessarily when we throw that. But maybe they'll throw him off a little bit. And maybe we'll end up getting the fastball up. And finishing him off here. Son of a bitch. That's alright. I know he made contact, but still. We end up getting through that 1-2-3. Thankfully, we're still clinging to that 1-run lead. I love it. Let's see if we can end up getting 2. That'd be really nice. Obviously, that's not going to come until we're back in the batter's box. Pardon me. As that is thankfully going to be a ground out to the 2nd baseman. Let that hang in a little bit. Not our best pitch of the day, needless to say. But again, thankfully, it was to the bottom of the order. And, again, not much damage. None at all, as a matter of fact. But again, we really would love another strikeout. We've been kind of slacking on those lately, and it would be nice to be able to kind of pick it up again. That was our bread and butter last season, you know what I mean? Again, we had that ratio of more than one strikeout per inning, and it would be really nice to kind of continue that trend. We're not going to do it when we throw like that, but maybe we can jam him up in it with a fastball. Looking off speed. Not, he just swings through the fastball, and that's totally fine. Well, let's go. 2 outs here in the third, but back to the top of the order. It's going to be a little scary to go 2-3-4 next inning, but still. But also, we got really lucky on that strike call right there. You'll love to see it. And that is going to be a 2-pitch out as we go through another efficient inning. And we are through 3. And look at that. Our team already picked up another run. Love that. And a guy on first with 1 out. Let's even continue this. Get that merry-go-round. You've got to be... Oh, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. I know that's going to be an error, and we're not going to get, a base hit on that one. But honestly, that's fine. We're on base, and as long as we get a chance to, again, extend this lead and give us a little extra cushion on the mound, be pretty damn happy. As he ends up just sitting there and striking out. Great job, bud. That's all right, though. 0-2 count. Just don't strike out on this. Not with 2 guys on base. I know we've done it before, so I can't ask you not to do it. But still, at least you put the ball in play, get a chance to get on base, even if you don't. Still got a 2-0 lead, though. And that's honestly more than we've been able to get from our offense pretty much all last season, too. So the fact that we got 2 on this in the 4th inning is actually really nice. Again, as long as we continue to hold this, we're going to be able to pick up the win. Yes, he did. You bet your ass he did. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Come on, toss him. Toss him. No, okay, well, let's just embarrass him with another changeup down and out. Get him out of here. Damn it. I was hoping we are going to be able to do it on 3 pitches. But instead, we'll do it on the slurve down and in. Get it. Damn it. Made contact. At least it's right to third. We end up getting the out, but again, man, we really want those strikeouts. I know that's a little selfish. I get it, but it's a video game. You know what I mean? Come on. This isn't real. But it's real to me, damn it. It's real to me. Great ground ball to the shortstop. Great play over there. We got 2 outs here in the 4th inning. All right, come on. We need 1 strikeout in this one. Can we do it to the 4-hitter? That is not a great pitch, but a nice fastball. A nice one. Not bad. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 on this one. We went 1 with the fastball, 2 with the changeup, 3 with the slurve for strike 2. Make that ball 2. And now let's go with split. Why not? Well, that's why not, because then we end up going 3-1. Sorry, let's get fastball down and out. Just don't walk him. That's the only thing. We got lucky on that one. Thankfully, we're at home for this game. Let's go slurve. Boom, baby. Let's go. 3-1 to a strikeout. That's what I'm talking about. We're still dominating here in the 4th. Again, we've been really lucky that first hit has really been the only one this game. I wouldn't say that we've been throwing a gem, but we are definitely throwing pretty damn well. Again, a lot of things that we can improve, for sure. But, hell, we are getting much better, and I'm very happy about it. As we saw him off, don't tell him that's going to drop. Nope, that's going to be a play by the left fielder. Let's go. Thank you for having my back, guys. That's what I'm talking about. I see that the Rail Riders have 2 errors this game already. Obviously, we saw one of them when we were up to the plate, pardon me. But another one as well, so I feel bad for their starter. But either way, I don't care. We're going to get the win, right? At least we're going to do our best to. We still need to get through a couple more innings. Obviously, then we have to turn it over to the bullpen, who has not been necessarily stellar this entire series. So maybe we can get something better out of them than what we've been getting. A fastball up and in. Why not? He's expecting something else. I don't know. Possibly. But it's a strikeout. A swinging one at that. Just kind of swings through that. Let's go. Down back at the bottom of the order here. 2 outs here in the 5th. What are we at for our pitch count? I don't know. It's kind of blocking it. I'll see it in a second. 55? Make that 56? Imagine if we get through the 5th before 60. we would actually have a shot of going out there for the 7th. Great split on that one. I don't know how we got that call. And now we go fastball up and in. Finish him. Get him out of here. Threw 5 before 60. And now we got a chance at the plate again. Unfortunately, it is with 1 out and no one on base, but it's another opportunity for a base hit. As we end up leaving that slider in, he just did not get any rotation on that. And you can see that pitch released just early, so he didn't really get much break. Didn't need break on that one, as that fastball is pretty nicely located. That's not necessarily our spot to hit, so. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Wasn't ready for that one. Come on now. There we go. And that's going to be a double for sure. Get there. Did we go 3 on that? Oh, no, absolutely not this time. No, we take the double. We take the double. Love to see that. And let's go. With 1 out, we got a little bit of life. Just a little bit of life. 2-2 count, though. With 1 out, let's see if we can get a little base hit. There you go, buddy. At least you advance us. Gonna be the second baseman. Yeah, that's gonna be a ground out. But still, 2 outs here in the 5th. And as long as he gets just a little base knock, we're gonna have a 3-run cushion. That'd be really nice. No, don't you dare. That ball's not gonna get past him. See what I mean? We would have been out by about 30 feet. That would have been bad. But here we go. Full count now, 2 outs. We're not going on the pitch, obviously, because there's no one behind us. But, oh, that's going to be a line out to third. Good contact, though. Just unfortunately wasn't good enough. But still, hey, we end up picking up another double, and maybe that means that we're picking it up in the box, you know? We actually had multiple hits. This was our, this was our multi-hit game. Let's go. Totally forgot about that. And we actually got it in the game that we were pitching. And imagine if we pick up the win as well and multiple hits. And that beautiful slurve for a strikeout. Then, yeah, dude. Player of the game right here then. But again, we need to get through the rest of this game. And hope that we can actually keep this a 2-0 game while we're in the game. Again, I'm a little worried about our bullpen. This is why I'd love to get through this inning before 70. Although it does look a little shaky right now. Unless we pick a good one up right here. Nope, we can't do that with the circle change. A fastball, maybe we'll get a ground out right here. Okay. That's perfectly fine. Let's go slurve one more time. It's been a great out pitch. We'll get it again. Whoa. Whoa. Dude, don't take so much time, man. Trying to be all cocky and all that. Thankfully, we upped the fielding. We're able to actually pick that up. There we go. Nice. Now we got 4 pitches to get out of this one. We'll be able to go out for the 7th. Ooh. First time in AAA we'd be able to go out for the 7th, right? Or have we gone out for that before? Well, it's not going to matter if we can't get a ball in the zone here. Maybe we can actually get some contact here on the 69th pitch. Nope, he's just going to look at it. There we go, pitch number 70. I don't know if he's going to put us out for the 7th. Especially since we're pushing it to 71. That's all right. We'll get him on the slurve. And hell, if we get a strikeout here, I'll be damn happy. Well, that was nothing that we wanted to see. A little base knock up the middle. It's a little rough. That's all right. Not in scoring position or anything like that. And again, we're back at the 2, at the guy in the 2 hole. It's okay. Although not with a slurve like that. Again, not necessarily the greatest release. Oh my gosh, that was pretty bad too. All right. You need to pay more attention. Yeah, I agree. Let's go change. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. 2-2 count now. Getting with the slurve. There it is. Okay, maybe the slurve's not working. Coach, don't take us out yet. We can get through this one. We need that quality start. Please do not take us out. Okay, good. It's a dynamic challenge. That scared me for just a second. No, we're striking this batter out. I don't care what anyone says. We're doing it. It's the 3-hitter. It's all right. You know what? Just send in a little message. Back to up and in. So much for that 2-run cushion. And so much for that win. I can't believe we just blew that. And now we don't even have a chance for a win, and we have a chance for a loss. We really screwed that up. I can't believe that just happened. Coach, you got to have a little more confidence in us right now. Well, thankfully the guy didn't score, so that means we pick up the no decision. Should have had a win, though. But let's see if we can actually get a win for our team, as we're just late on that fastball. That could have been a nice hit. Good news is, we ended up picking up the win. 5-2. Again, it sucks that we ended up blowing it there at the end, but we ended up picking up a win as a team. That's better than nothing. And we only gave up 4 hits. It's just unfortunate that 3 of them came in that inning to be able to pick up those 2 earned. 6 strikeouts through 5 2/3 though, so hey, at least we're keeping that ratio up. But again, kind of a disappointing outcome. The good news though is because of our performance at the plate, we're up to 2.26, which isn't great, but it's respectable. Our ERA does go up to 2.16, but again, you know what? That's still pretty damn good. Of course, we didn't want to give up those 2 runs, but that's life in the big city. But that's all right. We still have 4 games left against Scranton here. And hopefully we can end up kind of teeing off on their guys again, because we've been seeing the ball a lot better against their pitching, and let's hope that we can keep that up. Our next start is going to be Game 1 against the Clippers, who are 8-3 right now. We will get that 1 practice, so that means that we'll probably be able to upgrade something with our starting pitcher, and hopefully we can get up to a 78. Because looking at the rest of the franchise right now, we can actually see with all the starting pitchers that we have, right now, we're actually number 5. Which means that'd be cool to be able to pick up that 5th spot up in the majors as, you know, the number 5 starter. If we do get up to a 78, we would end up tying Edward Cabrera, which would be awesome. That would mean that maybe since we are technically in this game 5 years younger, don't look at the gray in my beard, and the fact that we have the beat potential as well, maybe they'll actually move us up. Maybe we'll end up taking that 5, maybe even in the 4 hole, but that's okay. Either way, though, you can see that our overall is getting up closer to the guys that are up in the major leagues right now, and if we can continue that trend and be able to get up there quicker, I think that's going to be our path to the major leagues. Obviously, in this game, yes, performance makes a difference, but our overall makes a bigger difference, I feel. Either way, though, still not a bad performance in this one, I guess. Again, it would have been really nice to pick up the win, but again, we ended up getting a hit in every single game, including a 2-hit performance and also a home run in there as well. So again, able to get the monkey off our back from that perspective. But again, we're going to have to start to put everything together, and hopefully going forward, we're not going to have little collapses like that in the 6th inning. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to go down and drop a like. If you're new, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.